Greetings, all you gas grave callers. Swag your stench into the stinky dragon and throw back our latest thirst quencher, 6 feet asunder. It's a mixture of blackened fallen tea leaves, cinnamon necrosis sticks, a claw full of orange peeled flesh, and the stillest of icy water. 1 cup of this corporeal cold one and you'll have an earful of unfinished business opportunities. Previously, our adventurers were eye to eye with iron... No, this isn't right. All right, skip me. We'll do this. I'll do this in post.
We'll do it live.
Do it live. It is correct, isn't it?
Our gang
Yeah,
just
you're right.
killed
Okay, it is
the
right.
big
It is right.
boss.
It is correct, yeah.
Okay, my bad. Let's keep going.
Keep some of that in, Micah.
Previously, our adventurers were eye to eye with Ironclad, Toll's formidable former captain. After some brief banter, the fearsome foe fled, and the foursome of our friends footed back to the first floor of the High 3 to consume more complimentary cold ones in cuisine. Eventually, they found Fizmum and courageously crossed into the Cursed Catacombs in search of Pancake and their imposter. Round up a refreshment, let's resume this rank recollection.
Something about my brother saying, swag your stench really highlights how I am literally a co-owner of a company that's name is about smell, and I can't.
Oh. Does Uncle
irony.
Micah ever talk to the kids like that? Said, hey, kids, swag your stench on over to your Uncle Micah's house.
Just trying to connect with them on some sort of colloquial slang level.
Have you ever met anyone else who can't smell and you felt like,
My uncle.
Is he in jail? Because I heard the
No.
statistic that people that don't have a sense of smell are statistically more likely to be serial killers.
Oh, that did come out a while back, didn't it?
Yeah, that did. He's like dragging a body away.
I say that because I remember seeing that. I'm like, oh.
Oh,
hello, everyone. Welcome to Tales from the Stinky Dragon. I'm your Dungeon Master, Gustavo Sorola. I'm putting this train back on the tracks. Choo-choo.
Whoop, whoop.
I'm going to hit our 4 players with an arrow. Pew, pew, pew.
Can't put a train on the tracks if there's no tracks built, so we're going free.
We're building the tracks. What is your character's go-to karaoke song that's submitted by Tommy the Jester?
I know yours. It's Crazy Train.
Rolling a D20.
It's a good one.
14.
18.
4.
16.
So we're going Blaine, John, Barbara, Chris, I think.
Correct.
You who it's me told it's Blaine. Dang it. I was hoping I would get low initiative order because I wanted to do the joke answer, which was, you who it's me Tolv, I'm a male orc barbarian level 5, and my favorite karaoke song is the Pirates of the Caribbean theme song. And you guys went, oh, but Tolv, that doesn't have lyrics. And I say, yeah, I just, hum along to it.
You know, it's actually, I don't know if everyone here will know this song, although last time I made this reference in a crowd, people actually connected really well with it. Mm-hmm. The Pirates Who Don't Know Anything. No one here knows that.
No.
That's a
Blank faces.
VeggieTales song.
I thought you were setting us up for a joke.
Don't do anything. Thank you, Micah. Thank you, Micah. We are the pirates who don't do anything.
Yeah.
We just say lie around, that kind of thing.
I know that song. Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
I had a mild amount of church indoctrination.
Christian values and vegetables.
Well, okay, I'm going to update mine. Okay, so my favorite karaoke song, I haven't had many chances to sing karaoke. If you guys want to go this weekend, I'm totally free. I'm totally game. Would be Holy Diver by Dio. Yeah, it's a big one. It's a bit of a campaign 1 callback. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what campaign 1 means.
Okay, well, I thought it was a safe space in these confessional booths, and I could break the 4th wall. I guess not.
Is that the real title, or what's the real title?
Yeah, Holy Diver.
Okay,
Holy
I don't know
Diver.
because I don't know Dio songs.
Yeah, if it's not VeggieTales, John doesn't know.
Correct. Or Andrew Lloyd Webber.
It's about a guy in the midnight sea. But what's becoming of me? He's just out in the ocean, and he's just having a tough time in the waves. Yeah, I can relate.
Holy diver.
There it is.
That's me telling on myself that every time Barbara did that, I don't know, that was referencing.
John, same. I'm just now learning that was a reference. I thought that was something we had made up in this group. I had no idea.
Oh no, I knew it was a reference, but I just never asked.
No, I didn't.
You guys never Ronnie James Dio. That's nothing to you.
No, I know the name of the band, Dio, or is he a solo artist?
Oh God. All right. So we're going to get into it.
No, I pull that question back.
Thank you.
I don't know these songs. That's all. End of story.
Okay. So like he filled in for Ozzy and Black Sabbath and it caused a huge divide in the metal music
We can talk
community.
about this on Second Wind. We're like, we've got an episode we got to get to.
I love it. Okay. Holy Diver.
Oh my God.
Diver. Very good song.
Holy Diver. Next person.
Thank you, Tolv. Next up, I believe, is John.
Hi, I'm John Reisinger, and I play the character that makes it so we can't do this show and we go on tangents the entire time that we're recording. Or I sometimes play Natty Wonder, who is a drow warlock.
One and the same.
You know, I swap around those characters. And what song do I say? Well, unlike my friend Tolv, which I'm so sad to hear about this, I did karaoke all the time. My village, we loved it. We just did it all the time. We would do it, you know, even just around a campfire. You can do karaoke wherever you want. And my favorite song I like to sing was actually a song that was created by a local band. Their name was Muse. And they had a great song called Apocalypse Please. And it's just this great song about, you know, the end of the world. And it's got a great like opening riff. And it's just fantastic song. Love it. Anything about the end of the world, huge fan. REM. They made a great one.
It's into the world as we know it.
Yeah.
And I feel fine.
That's another good one.
Yeah.
Now you're speaking my language. Those are references I get.
Yeah. I was almost going to say, I love Death Cab for Cuties. I will follow you into the dark. Because of both. They got words in both of those things that I like. But, you know, I had to go with Muse.
Okay.
That song is really good.
All right. Well, thanks, Natty. We're going to swap over to, I believe, our resident DJ, Doug.
Doug Boone on the ones and
Who is
twos.
up next. Yep.
Dog in the morning.
Which, by the way, if you haven't been listening to the very end of every episode, you're missing out on Doug in the morning.
That's actually a fun fact. The Marvel Cinematic Universe stole that idea from us.
We predated them.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to mention too, it's funny, a lot of people ask us, about the various campaigns that we record. Like, is there any connection? Like, do I have to listen to this campaign to understand this campaign, et cetera, et cetera? Or could I just jump in? I feel like the big thing people are missing is the references we make and the jokes we make that like cross over every single campaign, like Holy Diver. And that's the big thing.
We have jokes that transcend time and space and campaigns.
People are like, what is this Council of Barbarians? I don't get it. Who are these random voices? But good news, if you go to our store right now at store.stinkydragonpod.com, you can get a shirt that shows these characters.
Wow.
So you can see who Elga is and who Gum Gum is. There you go.
And if you buy that shirt and you wear it and we make that reference, you look down at your shirt and you say, I know that.
And they wink at you. The shirt actually winks at you.
I know that reference. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Doug in the Morning. It's me, Doug Boone, the artificial bugbear, played by Barbara Dunkelman. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Tales from the Stinky Dragon. And, there's really only one time Doug ever did karaoke. And so it's just the only song that Doug sang. And the only reason I was able to do it is because it was at the end of the night when most people had left. So it was closing time by Semisonic.
Okay.
But there was only like maybe 2 or 3 people left in the club. And so, I took a chance and I did it and I felt pretty good. And everyone was maybe a little too intoxicated to pay attention. So felt nice.
It's the perfect audience.
Exactly.
Were you the last performer of the night on the way out and you bust out some closing time?
I sure was.
There's a lot of words in that song that might be difficult for Doug to say.
Listen, John, it was hard to find a karaoke song that Doug could sing.
I'm surprised that Tolv didn't get the Take a Chance reference.
What?
She said take a chance a second ago, and all I heard was take a chance.
Take a chance on me. Oh, ABBA.
See, I make references to music.
Wow.
Local band for you, Tolv, ABBA.
Yeah.
We're going to find out that's his family. That's his actual biological family.
Mamma mia.
Here we go again.
Thank you for sharing, Barbara/Doug. And up next, we have probably the most musical of the 4.
Yes. He needs no introduction. He is Chris Demarais, musician. I'm also playing.
Sorry, Chris has a guitar in the background of his shot, which just adds to the house. Sorry.
Yeah. Anyway, I am playing Gunther, the level 5 male Croakfolk fighter. We do not do as you say, karaoke, but there's some songs that my village sings together that have very special meanings that we sing. To bring us together and talk about our commonalities.
Did someone forget to put the batteries in Gunther today?
No, and I do not eat batteries. I eat bugs, which I ate. But the song, it is such a special... our village sings it together because it brings us together. It is, it's not easy being green. It's a very special song to my village.
I thought you were going for a Village People reference.
I thought you were more of like a yellowish green.
It's green. There's shades of green. There's yellow. There's green. There's browns. It's not easy being green.
Clearly,
It's all the colors. It's just a rainbow connection of colors there for you, isn't it, Gunther?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is there a guitar behind you, Chris? Do you play guitar?
Yeah. Not well.
give us a little.
Poorly.
Give us a little taste. Come on, give us a lick.
I need to point out, if we're talking about Chris's camera, when Chris first popped up, his camera came into, our chat. I thought he wasn't wearing a shirt, but just a little kind of like shoulder jacket because the color of your shirt's almost like
It's
skin
one of those
tone.
baseball
It's
tees.
very similar to your skin tone.
I was like, is Chris just wearing a little bolero? Like, what's happening?
He's doing that thing that little kids do where they just pull their shirt up over their head but leave it on their arms.
Yeah. You go, Chris. Oh, he almost did it too. You almost prompted him, John.
Almost.
He went for it.
He's very susceptible.
All right. I think we learned a little bit about all of the players and all of the characters today. So thank you for sharing. We appreciate that.
Guzzler, what's your favorite karaoke song?
Dart.
What was the voice for Guzzler? Go on into the stinky dry. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll sing Renegade by Styx any day of the week.
Oh, Renegade.
That was like a little Guzzler, a little Colonel. What? No, what's his name?
Oh, Steel Eye.
Steel Eye. Yeah.
Love sticks.
I have not done the Guzzler voice in years at this point.
Yeah.
Trying to remember listening
Gus,
to it.
You can get right into it by just going, it's
Renegade by Styx.
Do you like
There it
sticks?
is.
IRL?
I don't know. Styx is cool, yeah, but I figured that was like a good song for
Sticks is
Guzzler.
cool. Don't
That's a
worry,
good
got
river.
Mr. Roboto. Yeah.
Natty, make me a dexterity check.
That's a natural one. That's a critical fail.
Congratulations.
You stub your toe and stumble and fall over on something on the ground.
What in tarnation was that?
You look, and there's a small box on the ground.
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
It seems to be a very secure box made of some kind of weathered stone, and on the top of it, etched into the stone, is what appears to be an anchor.
I shake it.
You shake it, and it feels very heavy, and it sounds like there's something small rattling around inside of it.
You know what? I opened the box.
You open the box, and to your surprise and horror, and inside of the stone box, it shimmers with white, pink, blue, green, and purple, like the inside of a seashell. Ooh. And as you open it, you see on the underside of the lid is engraved a symbol of a chalice overflowing with water. And there are two things inside of the box: a piece of paper and a necklace, a charm necklace.
Describe the necklace.
It looks like it's a wavy chain made of silver beads, and it's got a charm on it that's in the shape of a rowing oar and made of nacre, mother of pearl.
And then the une feuille de papier is what's it? Is it folded up? Is it sealed? Is it a letter?
It's just a single sheet, and it appears to be brittle and bone dry, and it's got a note written on it in common.
Well, I speak common.
I'm gonna say.
Little known fact about Natty, she speaks common.
Oh, I learned something.
Very first.
Yeah.
Cool.
What's it say?
Do you read common? I'm being difficult now. I'm sorry.
You are being difficult.
You run your eyes over the piece of paper, and
Ow.
your eyes make the sound.
Ow.
Paper cut.
I'm going to slack it to you so you can read it.
Oh, okay.
think
I
that's more
love that
fun.
we do this.
Give me that sweet southern charm, Natty.
All right. That's the wrong window. There's the right window. Ahem.
He was in first campaign.
That's good. Blessed Bjorn, you have been more than a faithful follower. You have been a steadfast tide, rising to meet every challenge, unyielding as the waves. Because of you, my lost love will soon be found. I am leaving to find her as soon as I finish this letter. As a token of my gratitude, take this necklace. It is a twin to my own, forged in the endless swell of the sea. Should you ever find yourself adrift, call upon my true name, and the waters shall heed your cry. The Sea Drinker.
Oh.
That's your god.
Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't want to interrupt your flow, but yeah, that's like totally my god. The chalice overflowing with water. Yeah.
Also, who was Bjorn? Was that the name that you said, Blessed Bjorn?
Yeah. It seems to be someone important to the Sea Drinker.
Tolv, do you know a Bjorn?
I actually do know a Bjorn. Yeah.
Wait, you do?
Yeah. Am I like? Is it cool to talk about this? Like I look in the air. Can I get a sign?
You do you.
Yes.
Okay, I heard a sign. So like, okay. I hate to bring down the mood because we're already just having such a great time in this cave. But when Ironclad, got rid of me and, he abandoned me after a, what's that thing called? Mutiny. Okay, so when we mutinied against Ironclad, Ironclad, you so sucks.
You and your siblings, if I remember correctly?
Ironclad is like my dad, but like the lamest, poopiest dad in the world. He sucks. Anyways.
He's a bad.
Yeah, he's big bad,
Oh,
yeah.
I see what you did do.
So then when I made it to the mainland, I was taken in by a good person named Bjorn, and Bjorn was he was kind of like a dad to me, to be honest.
Another one.
Well, yeah, but like a real one. He took me in.
A dad.
Good dad.
Good dad, yeah.
Nice.
I'll give myself an inspiration dot.
Yeah.
Good for you, yeah.
I don't know why that tickled me so much.
He was a good person, in having only really known Ironclad and then to be met by this beautiful, wonderful person, he was really nice. I love Bjorn.
So what happened to Bjorn?
He passed away.
Oh.
Yeah, we had a couple of good years and he taught me a lot of things and he took me under his wing and then
He had wings.
no, Gunther, he did not have wings. He was not an Aarakocran. He was an orc, just like me.
Is he the one who told you about the Sea Drinker? Or was that a prior faith you had while on the ship with Ironclad?
No, there was not a lot of culture to be shared on a ship with Ironclad, just a lot of death and swords and stabby. But yeah, Bjorn introduced me to the Sea Drinker, yeah.
Okay.
I don't really know his relationship with the Sea Drinker, to be honest, but
Well, from this letter, it seems like Bjorn was a really known and faithful follower to the Sea Drinker and is responsible for the Sea Drinker finding or being able to find their lost love. So helped your god somehow.
yeah, sounds like it, yeah.
How did your new dad Bjorn die? What happened to him?
I don't really know. I'm not good with medicines and things like that. I think he was just afflicted by some sort of disease and he was taken sadly before his time. It was very hard for me,
Why is this box down here?
It's a great question. I have no idea.
Because this seems to be a gift that the Sea Drinker was trying to give to Bjorn and never got this necklace.
Yeah, so either it was lost in transit from Sea Drinker to Bjorn or Bjorn put it down here. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he was exploring this place too for some reason.
Maybe.
Well, I feel like this necklace should be held on by you for the moment.
I appreciate that, Natty. That's very kind of you.
Yeah.
I totally thought you were going to be like finders, keepers, losers, reapers. And I was going to be like, wow. It's like that ice knife from Campaign 2 all over again.
If I recall correctly, things worked out just fine. Anyways.
You know what, Doug? I think I figured out. I think Tolv is plagued by some sort of past life situation, which is what he's bringing the baggage from to our relationships. Because I know me, Natty, and I'm not the kind of person to be like finders keepers, but he seems to be putting that on me from some previous person.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on, I'm getting voices. Okay. I think I need to do a backflip. I feel that. I don't know why.
Is this necklace, would you say, is it movable or immovable?
Oh, stop it.
Well, then I'm going to add this to my equipment if you don't mind, Natty. Again, thank you.
Yeah, take this and the letter. Why don't you hold on to the letter?
I will. I'll take good care of them. I miss Bjorn. He was a good guy.
Yeah, and don't forget that the necklace seems to have some sort of power.
Meta speak, is this anything that I need to find in inventory, or is it just simply a necklace?
Just call it Mother of Pearl necklace.
Woo.
Yeah.
Guys, I don't care how low we get and how hard up we get for cash. I'm not going to pawn this one off. I'm just saying that right now.
It's actually not, it's Nacra necklace. I'm going to slack you that word. So how do you pronounce this?
Nacra.
I would assume that what you just sent me is some sort of spelling error. Or like it would have been something fancy like Nacer.
It's a Micah-ism.
Language all its own.
Micah has such a great vocabulary. I feel like I have a good vocabulary, but then I read some of the stuff here. It's like, man, that's next level.
You know, I'm pretty impressed that Natty found jewelry and didn't keep it for herself.
I feel like y'all are getting a bad feeling about me. I'm actually
No, it's
very...
not a bad feeling. It's more of just, you know, for someone here to, you know, appreciate some fine jewelry, it would be you.
Yeah, just because I appreciate something, I mean, a hoarder.
I appreciate that. I'm going to, you know what? This is my promise to you. When it comes to your arc, I'm going to find something real cool.
I'm sure I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm sorry. I need to stop being meta. I'm being a but.
All right.
I went ahead and Blaine, I slacked you the letter as well. I just want to make sure that you got that.
Okay. Yep. I'm looking through it. I added it to the description, so I've got it.
Cool. Why don't you make me an investigation check?
Okay. That is not my strongest. It's going to be a 9.
Yeah, you realize that with the piece of paper specifically, you need to be very careful with it because it is very brittle and bone dry, and you feel like if you folded it or bent it too much, it might snap.
I think this would also fit this kind of time and era or setting, like an oiled kind of canvas, like a wax oiled covered like satchel of some sorts. I feel like Tolv would have something like that on his person to keep things dry that are important. Okay. So I'm gonna put it in there, but I'm gonna wear the necklace. Okay. Because Bjorn's my guy. He's my homeboy.
As you are securing the letter, you've noticed that there is something a little unusual about it. The piece of paper is fairly long and tall, but the note seems to be kind of scrunched up and written primarily in the top portion of the piece of paper.
Hey, Doug.
Yeah.
You got that like cool like. What is sousaphone? What is the eye scope? What do they call that thing?
Sousaphone?
I don't know.
Isn't that an instrument?
It is. It's like a tuba, right?
Yeah. Well, I'm thinking kaleidoscope. That's what I was thinking. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're thinking of the Spyglass of Zodiac.
Spyglass of Zodiac Killer. That's the one. Can you look at this piece of paper? I feel like there's something more to it.
Only if you call it by its proper name.
Spyglass of Zodiac.
Thank you.
Yes, the first of its name.
Zodiac.
Gunther is very tickled. You got to respect the tool in order to use it.
His name is Tolv.
Got him.
Nice. That's a good one. So, Doug, you comply?
Yes.
You pull out the Spyglass of Zodia and you try to focus in on the piece of paper. And in the blank area, you can see what appears to be some kind of blurry text.
Ooh.
Could I focus in to see if I could read it?
Put your glasses on.
Because I assume that's also potentially in common.
You try to focus it and read it, but it never seems to come into focus. It looks almost like it's watery, like there's water in the way and you can't see the text clearly.
Oh, water.
Hey Tolv, you seem to be an expert on water, so I'm trying to look at this thing here and it seems like there might be some type of liquid or water on the paper. Do you know how you might remove that or something?
Maybe it's such a touching letter that it makes you tear up and that's why you're having trouble seeing it. Because that's how I feel.
That's really possible. Doug is very in touch with his emotions.
Do you mind if I take a look? Maybe I can see it. And it could be, if Bjorn wrote it down, I might know his handwriting.
What if the paper needs to be quenched?
Oh, it's very fragile. I mean, are you...
He's thirsty.
Does anybody... yes, Gunther. Does anybody have like a piece of flat glass or a bottle of some kind. That way we don't have to put water on the document, but we can look at it through water.
I mean, I have my glasses.
Okay.
We could cry.
I don't think Gunther heard anything you said.
Look
Tolv.
at it through water.
I think Gunther might just want to cry. Maybe he's been holding on to it for a while. Gunther, if you need a shoulder, come on here, buddy. Doug pats to his shoulder.
I will cry on your shoulder. And Gunther jumps up onto your shoulder.
Gunther's definitely onto something. I want to try that. If you guys will allow me, I don't often do this, but I'm going to get a little emotional. And I'm going to summon the best tears that I can, and then I'm going to look, Doug, if you'll let me, I'm going to look through the spyglass of Zodia, through these tears, and see if it changes things. I don't know, give it a shot, you know, what? Everybody's staring at me, this is awkward.
No, I just think we should
You're talking.
cry.
I was waiting
You're
for you to finish your
talking.
sentence.
We're just listening to you.
I'm sorry.
Hey, I don't even need inspiration, I'm just going to cry right now. This is enough to make me cry.
Hey, Doug, remember that time Tolv said he never gets emotional?
Yeah, it's weird that our barbarian who wages said he never gets emotional.
I miss my village.
And I'm still like just holding my arm out with Gunther crying on my shoulder.
They're crying.
I miss my wife.
Oh my god. Oh my god. So now me and Gunther are just crying, I guess.
Oh, you guys are killing me today.
They're getting emotional.
Yeah. It's good. Stay in touch with that. Don't lose it. All right, so can I try crying?
Yeah. What do you think about to evoke these feelings, Tolv?
Toll's brain tries its best to drift away from hatred, so he tries to put Ironclad away and instead think of the few happy moments that Tolv has had. So he thinks about his siblings and the time that he had with them on their ships, on their ship, and then he thinks of his good times with Bjorn. Okay. So he just does anything he can to see like happy tears.
Oh yeah, I like that. Yeah, that's really, really good. Okay, so yeah, you start conjuring up these fond memories to conjure happy tears, and then mechanically, just so I understand, like, what's the way you're doing this? You're crying and then looking through the spyglass of Zodia? Like, I just want to make sure I understand exactly what's happening here.
Yeah, I'll try crying and then through those watery tears, look through the spyglass of Zodia onto the document. I feel like if this document is as brittle as you say it is, I'm afraid to put liquid on it.
You know what they say, like water plus water equals clear. It should work.
I don't know.
The old saying.
Dog, I don't
water
know what
plus
I'm
water
doing
equals
here.
clear.
I'm being very vulnerable with you guys in this cave.
Maybe your tear will kind of make like that bubble of water that almost acts like glasses, you know?
Yeah.
Who knows?
Who knows?
Yeah, you conjure these memories and start picking up the spyglass to look at the paper, and as you're doing so, you realize you don't need the spyglass.
Oh.
Through your tears, you're able to see the text on the paper.
Oh.
Oh, Doug grabs the spyglass back.
There you go. There you go.
You see the beautiful writing, but you're unable to make it out. It appears to be written in Celestial. Does Tolv know Celestial?
I do not believe so, no. Does anybody know Celestial?
I know Celestial.
Oh my gosh. Okay, Gunther, I'm gonna need to make you cry. Oh, sorry, Doug. I'm gonna need to make you cry. Okay, Gunther, I know I'm mistaken to the names.
I feel like we've opened the floodgates on Gunther and anything is just going to set him off now.
I mean, guys, that's just, team building. Oh my God, Private Parts, you can join if you want. I forgot you were here.
Private Parts is busy attending to Captain Mumbles.
Well, there's a lot more people in here than I thought.
Captain Grumbles.
Captain Grumbles. But Mumbles is great too.
Dog, this text is very important to me. It could be a message from beyond the grave from my dear Bjorn. Could you somehow summon some tears to see if you can read this?
Oh, don't worry. Doug is very in touch with his emotions.
Oh, wow,
and
that
if
was
you just
fast.
ask me to cry, I just have to think about one thing and it starts working.
Was that a thing, Dog?
They don't even want to see it. Just give me the paper.
Okay, here you go.
I just want to say Giggy is so confused.
Is Giggy not crying?
Giggy is looking at the three of you making all these sounds and crying and just kind of looking back and forth and just not kind of understanding what is causing all this.
I picture Giggy seeing this and also crying because I feel like when you're a baby and other people are upset, you get upset. But it's the cartoon version where his head tilts back and tears spew out his sides.
Let us help you get on shoulder.
Oh, wait, give me the paper.
Okay, there you go. Here's the paper. Be very careful.
Could I read the section through my tears?
Yeah, I'm going to send you what it is.
It is okay.
Okay.
Oh, Doug, real quick, I'm going to prompt you. If this is from Bjorn, I need you to read it in Bjorn's voice, okay? That's my prompt to you.
I mean, I don't know it. I don't know if this is from Bjorn.
Just a reminder, this was written by the god, not Bjorn.
Oh, okay. Okay. Never mind. Continue.
Read it in the voice of the god.
Very few know the true names of those who dwell in Hyra,
It's so good.
and fewer still live to speak them aloud. There is power in such knowledge, and peril in misuse. Guard this secret as you would your own breath beneath the waves. For to share it is to invite the storm.
Oh.
My true name is Najorda.
Take that again. I didn't
Let me spell it out for you. Let me spell it out for you.
Oh, it's okay.
N-J-O-R-D-A.
It's good. Let it out.
It's probably got a silent J.
Njorda.
Yorda?
Njorda.
Oh, that's beautiful.
What about Bob?
I go in the night. I take Natty in for a big hug. Oh,
Why Natty?
Oh, I just need the love and support of my friends.
Okay, I didn't know if you were forgetting a name again and calling someone else another name.
Did you want to cry, Natty Vonder? You can.
It's okay.
I you know what? I'm too happy for all of this good emotional expression and discovery of lost important people to cry.
Okay.
But I pat Tove on the back.
Yeah, and at this point, Private Parts walks back over and just says,
Guys, I think we should keep moving. We've made a lot of noise here.
and his gaze turns to Tolv.
What? What did I do? Huh?
Nothing, Tolv. You're good.
Okay.
You are the leader, but it's okay.
Is Tolv the leader still?
No, it's still Doug.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I'm so sorry. I forgot.
It's okay. I get the names mixed up all the time. It's perfectly acceptable.
I did not forget the name. I just forgot the leader.
All right, everybody. It's time to toughen up. No more tears. We move forward.
Yes, sir.
Did you know that we make a post show for every episode of Tales from Sticky Dragon? It's called Second Wind, and it's where we look at the gaming module to learn how things could have gone differently, what we did right, what we did wrong, and what the heck we were thinking. Here's the clip. Here's how you make a good adventure. Don't just make a dungeon where it's like, oh, here's a trap or here's a monster. Well, why does this room exist? What would be the practical use of this space? Why is it here?
There is a metallic, shiny, singing bowl sitting on the table in the middle of the room. It is enchanted to offer a guided sleep meditation to anyone that walks through the door.
That's a perfect example. This isn't even meant to be a trap. This is a meditation room, a spiritual room for the people who live in this space that we're traveling through, and it becomes a trap.
It's us clashing with something that's already existing, and it makes that world seem so much more flushed out.
Wow, I actually sound almost smart there. Second Wind is the perfect companion piece for Tales from a Sticky Dragon, and you can find every episode on our Patreon at stickydragonpod.com. We need your support to keep making this show, so please go to stickydragonpod.com to join our party and get access to Second Wind and a ton of other exclusive shows and perks. Thank you.
Hey guys, it's me, Blaine, and I got a quick question for you. Do you like puppets? Well, of course you do. Everybody loves puppets. Well, I have some great news for you Tales from the Stinky Dragon fans. We adapted the Infinight campaign into its own puppet show called Stinky Dragon Adventures. Each episode's about 11 minutes each. The story focuses on things from both the podcast and things that we just wrote specifically for a puppet show that we thought would be funny and cute. You can check it out at our Patreon at stinkydragonpod.com. And here's a little sneak peek just so you can kind of see what you're in for.
This dungeon shall be your grave, and I shall take from the Infinites their beloved interns.
They don't even know who we are.
Let the pain begin.
With that being said, since Natty was the last one who went and found this item card, that means we are at Gunther, and there are 3 cards in front of you, or 3 paths, I should say, in front of you.
1, 2, 3. I declare the more.
I'm loving the energy today, Chris. Gunther is really firing today.
I had just enough time to let the coffee hit before.
Okay, good. Yeah, it's like, I'm here for it.
Get an IV of coffee.
Can I scout ahead? Is that available?
Mace, notes, and tables. There they are.
That's a good song.
You're buttering me up will get you nowhere.
I need an inspiration die.
Yes, it is available. Sure.
From the vantage of Doug's shoulder, Gunther tries to scout ahead.
Ooh. You do have a very high advantage now.
Yeah, that's a dexterity.
Yeah, so scout ahead. Yeah, is a dexterity-based check.
Oh no! It was a 2 + 5 for 7. The tears are still in my eyes. It's hard to see.
The tears have attracted cave dust, and now you've got cave mud in your eyes.
I can't see anything except for sadness.
Does you change into animals?
No, it doesn't. So yeah, because your eyes are too bleary, you're unable to really glean any further information about the paths laid out ahead of you.
I feel everyone. I will go to the left.
Okay.
Is that one available?
Yeah, all three are available. And are you still going on top of Doug's shoulders, or are you leading the way here?
I'll lead the way. I'll hop off. In shame.
All right. Gunther hops off in shame and begins leading the way forward. And as you're doing so, you're kind of slowly making your way, gingerly stepping through the cavern. And like I said, you've got these tears in your eyes and maybe dust, and it's hard to see. And you feel like there's something actually in your eye. Like, how you feel like a hair or something.
I don't have hair.
You were just on Doug.
Presumably in your travels, you've had a mammal's hair.
You were just on my shoulder. You might have hair on you.
I have hair.
Yeah, it's in your right eye. It's like really bothering you.
Oh.
You were crying. My hair got wet.
Yeah.
I might have just got in there.
I've always wanted hair.
Well, you've got one in your eye.
What?
No. You said leave the hair there? You want to try to pull it out or anything? This is a bump?
Yeah.
A set?
Gunther tries to pull it's a very long hair. I don't know where it came from, but it pulls it out. It's like a 6-inch hair.
It truly is nothing like getting something that is stuck in your eye out of your eye, and you just
I feel like personally getting something stuck out of my teeth is even better.
oh wow.
You pull the lock of hair out, and as you do it, you realize it's really long. You ever get one of those really long, gross ones in your eye? And it's a lock of bronze hair. And as you pull it out and hold it in your hand, it takes the shape of a key.
What?
Oh.
I didn't know my foe could do that.
Your hair is magic.
What you got there?
A key. Is it how big is it? It's like an actual... Gunther looks around for a door.
Make an investigation check.
5.
No, you don't really see any locks or doors. There is a spiral staircase that continues the path in this direction and continues your descent into the catacombs, but that's about it.
So this is like a key that holds shape as a key?
It's a key that holds shape as a key? What are you asking?
Like I take it out and it's in the shape of a key and it's still holding shape?
Yeah.
Is it still hair form?
Yeah, it was like a long piece of hair, and you pulled it out. Then as you were holding it, it transformed from a long, straight piece of hair into the shape of a key.
Wow. Oh, that must have really hurt. Did you have retinal damage or anything? Do you need some eye drops or anything?
I have my own drops coming from my eyes.
Oh, not again. We've moved past that part. Come on, Gunther.
We shall go up the stairs, I suppose.
Down.
Down the stairs.
Okay, you begin walking down the stairs, and as you step on them, they're very squeaky, like old wood, and just kind of squeaks and groans a lot as you all walk down the staircase to the next level in the catacombs.
We must be quiet, stairs.
All right, that's it for Gunther. Up next, we have Doug.
All right, so what I got in front of me?
You actually have 3 options, 3 paths ahead of you.
Okay. Remind me again, do I choose a direction and then, or do I choose an action?
Choose an action.
Okay. Can I do careful consideration?
Yeah, careful consideration. So Doug stands at the precipice of this decision, and with fingers, rubbing his chin, he ponders the possibilities in front of him.
And that's a wisdom check?
Yeah.
15.
Oh, that's a really good roll. Something about the situation rekindles an old memory, and you're able to regard the paths in front of you and try to figure out which one is the best. So metagame-wise, you are able to reveal 2 cards in the river. So pick 2 directions to reveal.
Let's do right and left.
You consider those directions.
Right and left, left and right.
With your years of experience in burrows and dens, you feel like there is some kind of creature or animal in the left passageway. And you feel like looking down the right passageway, you get a sense of correctness, and that being a better way to go. And then from a metagame perspective with the rules, you choose one of these to discard, and then we shuffle the remaining 2 and place them face down in the river.
Guys, I'm getting a bit of the heebie-jeebies from the left side, so I don't think we should go that way.
You got it.
Let's discard that one.
Okay. We shuffle the remaining 2 cards and place them face down. All right. So you still have a left, center, and right path, but the heebie-jeebies option is gone.
As far as I know.
Yes, the heebie-jeebies you got from that is gone. Now there are fresh options in front of you, left, center, and right.
I will go right.
Okay.
The Hebus and the Jeebus.
Jeebies, jeebies,
Where'd you get those GBs?
creepies.
Yeah, creepies, that's a good one. You begin making your way down the right path, and as you do so, maybe it's because Gunther just found some hair, but you're looking around on the ground, and you find some locks of magenta hair on the ground.
Oh, was it Pancake that had magenta hair?
It was, good memory.
Ooh. Yeah, stout halfling with magenta hair.
What color hair was that key that I pulled from my eye?
Like
It was
bronze?
like a bronze.
Copper.
Yeah, bronze.
Oh, sorry. Wrong metal.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Guys, Doug picks up the magenta hair. I think we're onto something. This is probably Pancake's hair. Hopefully they're not like cutting it as they walk, because that, you don't want to cut your own hair. I've done that before with mine and it did not turn out well. Go to a professional.
Yeah.
Yeah, bangs. I always regret them.
Especially when you're walking, it's even more difficult.
It's true.
I cut my hair all the time.
Well, I feel like you're more skilled in the beauty department.
Cosmetically inclined.
Exactly. Plus 10 to cosmetics.
So with Doug's turn settled, that means we are upon Tolv.
Yoo-hoo! What are my options, dude?
You've got all of the options available to you.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think this is said explicitly, but it seems like we're not going by like the actions table is limited.
Oh, okay.
Micah kind of updated the rules a little bit for this new iteration.
Then let's do. Let me see if my dex is any good. Yeah, what the heck? Let's do Scout Ahead.
Okay.
Roll for dex.
Yep, make your dex check.
Okay. Oh, that's a 19.
Man, that's also a good roll. All right. So you kind of forge ahead a little bit and investigate and try to, ascertain what the best course of action here is. And from a metagame perspective, we're going to draw 3 cards from the deck, and then we choose one to place on top of the deck, and the other 2 are shuffled into the back.
I put the Aesir in Ascertain. It's a bit of a Nordic joke. Am I right, guys? Am I right?
What does that mean?
Aesir are a race of creatures
Like
in Nordic
demigods,
mythology.
yeah.
They're like.
Am I right? Am I right,
I
Micah?
think was Freya part of the Aesir?
I can't remember. It was the Aesir and the gods. They were 2 different.
Give yourself an inspiration die. That's, that's
That
a good one.
That was told, by the way.
Micah says that's over his head. All right, so yeah, metagame wise, we've got 3 cards, and we're going to choose one to place on top of the deck, and the other 2 are shuffled back into the deck.
Okay. Then let's see those cards. Oh wait, no, the Aesir were the gods. Okay. Odin was an Aesir.
Gotcha.
You scout ahead a little bit, and you see 2 possibilities with chests of some kind, and another possibility with someone else who appears to be exploring the catacombs.
Ooh, a stranger. I'm going to avoid that guy and go to the leftmost chest.
So you choose
we
one to
keep
place
that one and then lose the other 2. They go back in the deck. Right. Okay.
Exactly. So then you are still faced with 3 options in front of you: left, center, and right.
Left.
Why is that?
I just have a feeling in the back of my head. I don't know.
He's a big fan of Beyonce.
To the left.
One
Take it back
hop
now,
this
y'all.
time. Yeah, I was gonna.
She was one of the Aesir.
Oh yes.
All right. So you go to the left, and you're greeted with a passage with vents and small water puddles on the floor.
Ooh. Well, I give it a little splish splash.
It sounds like a splash zone is what you just described, like what I would take my kids to when they were young.
Yeah.
That sounds fun.
Until we die.
Well, except, yeah, it seems like as you're splish splashing around, steam begins rising and the puddles begin slowly bubbling and expanding.
Okay.
The water's slowly rising, Tolv. Higher, higher.
Hey, Tolv, why don't you do something? You seem to be, you seem to be standing there as you are in danger.
I'm gonna get out of that water. I'm gonna go to the other side. Or no, wait, this sounds like a dead end. Is it a dead end?
I don't know.
I need something. Gus,
Give me an action.
Swim? No. Run.
Play D&D.
Run.
Tolv begins running to escape it. Make me a perception check, Tolv. Why not?
Okay. 15.
Just Blaine listening to Gus like he's an audience member, just wondering what's going to happen next.
Oh, I hope Tolv makes it out of this.
He was just, in Blaine's defense, it's easy to get enraptured by your storytelling, Gustavo.
It's true.
Oh, yeah.
He just wants to sit there and listen.
Sometimes I think I'm the audience.
You can see that there is an exit on the other side of the passageway, and as you begin running for it, boiling hot water begins exploding out of the puddles.
Ugh.
Make me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. I think on dexterity saving throws, I have advantage.
Yes, with your danger.
So that's a 21 and 13.
The scalding hot water explodes all around you, it would do 5 points of damage, but you save successfully. You take half damage. So you take 2 points of damage as the boiling hot water falls on you and lands on your skin, Tolv.
Oopsie daisy. My bad. That hurt so bad. Oh my gosh.
Sewer is crying too.
A lot of tears today.
Then once you get across, the level begins lowering again, and the boiling and the eruption seems to be subsiding slightly.
Do the rest of us need to cross this obstacle?
Now you do. Mm-hmm.
It's okay, guys.
Because I brought it up?
Well, no, now because Tolv's across.
Oh,
so
okay,
yeah,
okay.
Now
you
do,
made that sound like it wouldn't have happened if I hadn't brought it up. Hey, Tolv, you all right?
Oh, I'm doing great. Just a little scalding. Nothing too bad. Just run so very fast and it'll be a-okay.
Okay, Santo, you want to hop on my shoulder or you want to go yourself?
I've never left. Wait, yes, I did. I'm back on.
Actually, Natty wants to do something with Doug.
Oh.
Hey, Doug, I have something really important to ask you to do for me.
You're going to make me cry again.
No, it's not.
Stop crying.
Could you hold my ring for me?
Sure. I'll hold it. It won't fit on one of my fingers though. So.
No, I just want you to put it in your fist and hold on to it.
Okay.
Okay, I put the ring in Doug's hand, and then both Natty and Giggy disappear into the ring.
What?
Oh, it's like the Flash.
Do I see that happening?
It is. I never thought of it like that, Blaine. That's pretty good.
I thought this was an engagement, but instead it's a ghosting.
Metawise, to explain to you guys, that's the genie vessel for my patron and where Gigi is summoned from. And I have the ability to enter it if I want.
That's cool.
Okay. So do I know that you're in this ring now? Like, did I see you like, vroom, like?
I feel like in my head, Blaine wasn't off. It was in my head. It's like the Jumanji suck. Like when the kids get sucked into the game, it's like that in my head.
Okay, so we would know.
In the original Jumanji with Ron Williams and Bonnie Hunt.
Okay, well, I got a Gunther on my shoulder, and I think the rest of the party in this wing.
I want to hold up my shield over Doug's face so that, like, you know.
Like this?
No, like protecting, like so that while we pass the water, I'm blocking Doug's face from the water.
Maybe like a hat.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it raining down? Like, how's the water coming in?
Right now, it's very low again. It is the small water puddles on the floor, but it seems to rise up and then it went back down.
Okay, guys, ready to go. Listen, Daddy, if you're in jail, we're gonna run through the water, so just stay in the wing until I tell you it's safe.
No response, of course. I just feel the ring kind of vibrate in my hand. Could Doug then, while carrying Gunther with the shield on him and holding the ring, just like run as fast as he could towards Tolv?
Yeah, you begin running as fast as you can, and Private Parts does his best to keep up, as well as Captain Grumbles. You're running through, and as you begin running through, once again, the steam begins rising and the puddle bubbles begin expanding and the water slowly rising higher and higher. Make me an athletics check, Doug.
I was going to ask, this might be one step too far, but as I see this happening, could I grab Gunther's shield and like put it under my feet while I'm running so it almost acts as like a board?
Like a surfboard?
A wakeboard?
Wakeboard.
Yeah. Gunther, I don't know how you communicate this, but somehow Gunther knows and he flings it forward while you're running so so that you can just like hopefully hop into it.
You're like Legolas.
Yeah. So you said athletics check?
Yeah, we'll still call that an athletics check to do that.
It rolled from a 17 onto a 3, so it's a 3.
I give you my inspiration die.
Oh, nice. I forgot we can do that.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Again. Oh, 19. Woo!
I was really hoping for the 3. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so Gunther tosses his shield out in front and Doug hops on top of it and says cowabunga or something. And
no, we don't want the hemobile.
yeah, speedily skims across the surface of the water, reaching the other side shortly before it explodes into a cacophony of bubbles and exploding water.
Daddy, I wish you could have seen what just happened. It was so crazy.
He's so cool.
What did Captain Grumbles do?
Apparently, this is called skimboarding. I just learned from Micah.
Oh.
Yeah. Skimboarding or skimming is a board sport in which a skimboard is used to glide across the water surface to meet an incoming breaking wave and ride it back to shore.
They did it in California beaches all the time.
Yeah. Private Parts and Captain Grumbles did not get on there on the shield, so they're a little slower, and the water explodes all around them, and they get a little they're a little worse for the wear. They come out the other side slightly damp and looking unhappy about the whole situation.
Okay, but look at the bright side, you guys. How about that exfoliation? Am I right? Those pores super open.
It's okay, Private Parts. You can say what you're thinking.
Take an inspiration die, Chris. That was good.
It's called self-care.
Natty, do you just come back out of the ring, or just Doug? Do you have to do something? How does this work?
Daddy, we're through the stuff. If you want to come out now, I don't know what to do. I'm still gripping onto the wing.
Natty appears outside the ring with Gigi. Thanks, Doug.
Yo.
Can I have the ring back?
Here you go.
And Natty puts it back on her finger.
I was hoping it'd be like a Green Lantern thing, you know? In darkest night, in brightest day, I summon my friend who is like super gay.
That's pretty good. It's pretty good.
All right, take an inspiration die. That was good. Okay, that was Tolv, which means Natty. It's you're up now that you're back with us. Hi, Natty. Welcome back.
Hi.
You are up. Step on up. You got 3 paths ahead of you and a full range of options you can use.
Yeah. I'm just going to go with boost morale for my action.
Okay.
And I'm going to roll charisma on that. That's a critical failure. Don't need to look at my sheet for that.
Who were you going to try to boost the morale of?
I think Natty would have tried to do the whole team, but I imagine one person in particular would have been more inspired than everybody else, and so they would have gotten advantage on their next turn.
Gotcha.
Maybe you like uninspire someone because of your failure. You just pick one person, you just make a total downer day.
That's a DM decision.
It's like when you try to compliment someone, but you hone in on something they're insecure about, or you bring attention to something they would rather not talk about. So despite your best effort, they're like, oh, now they're self-conscious of this thing that they don't want to really think about.
This must have happened to Gus really recently because he's pulling from a very specific. Yeah.
I watched a video online of this person who insulted another person, made a comment about their forehead, and the person receiving the insult would instantly subconsciously touch their forehead, and it was just a really weird, awkward encounter.
Oh,
that's what's standing out in my head. Anyway, so yeah, you go up there and try to give a rousing speech to everyone, but every time you try to talk, Giggy's following along, mimicking you, making Giggy noises, so nobody can really hear what it is that you're trying to say. But I picture Giggy like Patton walking back and forth, trying to give a rousing speech, and just no one can really focus on what it is you're saying, Natty.
He thinks he's translating.
Go team.
All right, so I have
3 paths in front of you: a left, a center, and a right.
Natty wants to go right.
All right. As you are heading to the right, you find another staircase, this one going up. And leaning at the base of the staircase as it goes up, you see what appears to be a small wooden crutch.
Tiny Tim?
Who has a crutch?
Oh, wait, someone did have a crutch. Hold on.
Did Pancake have a crutch?
Yeah, it was like a Kaiser Soze thing.
Can we do a history check maybe?
Yeah. Can I explore the depths of my information, my knowledge?
Yeah, why don't we start with Natty since it's her turn, and we can expand it to everyone based on how she rolls. But Natty, why don't you make me let's call it a wisdom check.
This is much better than my last roll. 19.
Who's Pancake?
Who's Pancake?
Pancake. No, they have crutches.
Oh, it was Pancake.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Tolv remembered and Tolv told you. But yeah, you do remember that something about Pancake using a crutch. Do you remember why, Tolv?
Because they had magenta hair. I don't know.
I know.
Oh, have a half left leg.
There you go. Yeah.
It's missing.
Yeah, half of Pancake's left leg is missing.
Yeah. And we asked what the leg was that we found in the wall that one time, but it was a right leg.
Yeah, there you go. Look at that memory. Yeah. And it's of a diminutive size, so you think this could theoretically belong to Pancake.
Okay. I'll hold on to this.
Okay.
I think we're going the right way.
Seems to be a good omen.
Not for Pancake.
Yeah. So, is that a correct path card?
Yeah, metagame-wise, yeah, that is a clear path card.
I only ask because I can't remember where we're at number-wise.
Yeah, that's the third one.
That's 3, okay. And we need 5.
Yeah, there was 1 in the previous episode, then Doug found the magenta hair, and you just found the crutch.
We're more than halfway there.
Look at that optimist, glass is half full.
Living on a prayer.
I like that attitude.
Whoa! We're more than halfway there.
I see what you're doing.
I'm Micah Reisinger, writer, editor, and composer of Stinky Dragon. Beneath the dramatic dice rolls, the spellbinding storytelling, and hilarious hijinks lies a secret ingredient. A force so powerful that few dare speak its name, but you seem trustworthy. It's called music. Every piece of original music from Stinky Dragon is available to you for the low price of free? Free. Are we sure about that? That's a typo, right? It's got to be a little bit more than that. Okay, it is free. Okay. All right. My entire catalog of Stinky Dragon soundtracks, that's 13 albums of sweeping orchestral scores, pulse-bounding battle themes, and emotional ballads, now yours to underscore your epic D&D sessions or set the mood while you mow the lawn or walk your fur babies across the road. I don't know, whatever you do to listen to music. Stream Stinky Dragon soundtracks now wherever you get your music for free.
That was Natty, which takes us over to Gunther.
Having failed last time, he wants to redeem himself and try and scout ahead.
Before you do that, I want to remind you of something, Gunther. You still have advantage on a charisma check. I think it was because of something you ate or drank at the high 3.
Oh.
Oh, is it that slime or something? The slug?
Oh, is it because I ate the mushrooms or something? Or I don't know.
You and I had something.
Tea.
You both had some hallucinogenic effects for a little while that have since worn off. But I think Gunther also had something else as well that gives him advantage on a check.
That makes sense. I don't know why I had it in my notes, but I had that Doug and Gunther have an acid trip.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't remember this.
You could boost morale, Gunther.
Who's next in the order?
Next after you is Doug.
Doug, what you did with my shield was very inspiring, and I want you to know that it made me happy, and I think you are super neat.
Oh, that's so nice.
Wow. That's one of the nicest things anyone's ever said to me. You're going to make me cry again, Gunther.
Oh, don't make me cry again.
You guys making me cry now thinking about crying.
That should just be the thumbnail for this episode, is everyone crying. It's like, which scene is it from? I don't know. It happens so many times in this episode. This is the one where everyone cries.
Yeah. Just do it where it's the three of them crying and Natty's not in the thumb, and people are like, what happened to Natty?
Clickbait. Oh, John. You can never deprogram that part of your brain, huh?
Nope. I'm just so good at thumbnails.
Yeah. So roll a charisma check with advantage. That's an inside joke there.
That I will never let die, I don't think.
2 15s, so 15.
All right, yeah. Doug, you feel really good about yourself. You feel like, you're puffing your chest out, standing up a little more straight. You can figure it out.
I can figure it out. Yeah, I like to think the second Doug stands up straight, you just hear all of his bones start cracking because he has such a hunch.
And then are all 3 paths clear or available?
They're all available, yes.
Gunther will move to the center.
You're walking forward in the path, and you're still holding that lock of bronze hair you found earlier, I imagine. You're still regarding it and trying to figure out what to do with it. And as you're looking down at it, you see something on the floor beneath your feet as you're walking through this passageway.
It's not a lock of bronze hair, it's a key of bronze hair.
Yeah, I know. I was just thinking that. There's a joke or pun in there.
You have visions of a lizard folk who is really into hair. No. But you, as you're looking at it, you're looking down at the ground, and you see there's a necklace bead on the ground. And it's near an archway that continues the passage forward.
And this necklace bead, can I look closer?
I like to think that, Gunther just kind of leans over and puts his face close to the ground to examine it. And you see it appears to be made of purple heart wood.
This is pancakes.
Solitary bead.
They have a necklace of purple heartwood. I have it in my mind.
You all took really good notes. I'm kind of shocked at this.
I will take it for pancake.
Okay. Do you convey this to the rest of your friends?
Yeah. This is good. Let's go. And then, continue.
I'm guessing the necklace that Tolv is wearing, it's not made out of the same material, is it?
It was silver with a made-up word that is like pearl.
Nacre. Yeah.
Yeah, it's more like a mother of pearl is the necklace that Tolv has.
What is mother of pearl compared to pearl?
I think mother of pearl is more iridescent, and it's not necessarily a sphere. Like a pearl is sphere, but mother of pearl is can be flat and iridescent, if I understand correctly. All right, good job, Gunther. Up next, like we said a little while ago, is Doug on the 3s.
Doug on 1s and 2s equals 3s. All right.
Could I do It's Elementary?
You absolutely can. I feel like that's Doug's favorite. And you have advantage on this because of Gunther boosting your morale.
Well, what a sweet thing for a friend to do for another friend.
Don't think I'm going to need advantage because that was 22, but I'll roll again. Okay, 22.
All right. You, bust it down scientifically, logically. You try to figure out what your best options here are, which metagame-wise allows you to draw 2 cards from the deck. And we're going to choose one to replace a card in the river. So using the process of elimination and logic, I would say looking down one path, you see what appears to be an obvious trap of some kind. And looking down the other path, you can almost get a sense of fresh air.
So I go down the sense of fresh air path?
Yeah, so you can choose one of these and replace a card in the river with it. So you choose one and it'll go into the river.
So which side was which again?
I would say the left appears to be maybe a trap of some kind. Okay. It seems suspicious. And then to the right, you get a sense of fresh air.
I want to get rid of that left card.
All right. Which means we will put the fresh air into the options that lay in front of you. So you can go either left, center, or right. And at least one of them has fresh air.
Which could be a trap, but we'll go right.
Okay. You walk down the right passageway, and as you're walking down, the hallway slowly becomes more reinforced with iron plating. And leaning up against one of the iron-plated walls, you find what appears to be an antique crystal shield.
Oh. Can I pick it up and take a look at it?
Yeah. You pick it up, and since you said you're taking a look, make an investigation check on it.
Investigating. Darn. 6.
You pick it up and take a look, and you see that there is a colorful script written on the back.
Oh.
It's written in Orc. I don't know if you can read Orc, Doug.
Guess what? I can.
You can?
Dang.
Yeah.
Oh. Then in that case, clear as day, you can read in, like, again, very flourished, colorful script. It says, "Made in Bulgaria."
Oh.
Bulgaria. Do any of you guys know a place called Bulgaria?
I think that's where Vustagos Sorola is.
Anybody? Bulgaria?
Can I see if I know?
Yeah, make a wisdom check. Why not?
I'm going to add that as well.
Can I?
Oh, yeah.
Like
go
I'm
for it.
saying this to the whole group, so I would think like
16?
I'm waiting for everyone else's rolls too.
6. I hate my dice.
Oh, 20 plus 1, 21.
So 16, 21, 6. Got it. You ponder it and you think about it, and you're not quite sure if you've ever heard of that. It doesn't seem like a familiar land.
None of us?
Yeah, none of you. It could be that maybe since it's antique, maybe it's a land from long ago that no longer exists.
Bulgaria. How do you spell that?
Probably like Bulgaria with a V.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. And it's a shield that you said is
Yeah.
like some pearlescent.
It's an antique crystal shield.
Crystal.
Does it look like a practical shield, like still usable?
Yeah, like usable or more of like decorative.
It's crystal, so it probably would not be super effective.
Do you think we should take this with us, or should we just leave it here?
I think so. I've traveled to many places and I've never heard of Bulgaria, so it could be special old.
I guess I'll hold on to it for now.
So go for it, yeah.
As Doug says that, parts of his speech seemingly get bleeped out.
Well,
I guess I'll onto it for now.
Keep talking.
Hey guys.
interesting. New development.
Weird. Where's that coming from?
Okay, so here's a theory, gang. Bulgaria, the root word vulgar. I think it shields us from vulgarities. It's like some sort of joke thing. I don't know.
But I didn't say anything vulgar.
Say a naughty word.
Okay, yeah, all right.
Say a naughty word, Barbara, and don't push the button.
Poop.
What happens?
What do we hear? Oh,
Okay.
no.
Interesting.
I'm just gonna put this guy down.
Say a word for when you're going to keep carrying something.
Huh?
What?
Well, I'm trying to figure out the word that got bleeped, but I can't say the word because Natty wouldn't have heard the word.
I'm gonna hold on to this guy.
It's intermittently. I'm gonna onto this.
Oh, okay. That's what I wanted to figure out. I wanted to figure out if it was random or specific. So it's a random censorship.
It seems to be kicking in randomly.
Let us give it to Mr. Grumbles. Captain!
So it's basically the MPAA.
Can we give it to Captain Crumbles so he just goes,
You can give it to him. I don't care.
Okay, now I like Captain Grumbles.
Okay. Captain Grumbles is very important. I need you to hold on to this shield and protect it with your own life, okay? All right. Thank you.
He's so angry.
oh, Captain Grumbles, take it easy, man.
Well, he hasn't gotten to take a turn, so I think he just feels left out.
Oh,
All I know is I don't think I want to visit this Bulgaria personally.
yeah. Strict laws.
Yeah, no freedom of speech.
All right, that was Doug, which means 12. You're up.
Oh, you. Let's see.
Yoo-hoo.
I would like to forge a path. I want to use my strength.
Okay, show us that strength, Toll.
That's a 20.
Oh, nice. So that adds 2 additional clear path cards into the discard pile. So, you go out there and you just kind of like clear some growth and clean some slippery moss off the ground and just generally try to make the path easier for your compatriots to follow, which metagame-wise just increases the opportunity in general for people to make a correct choice.
You're welcome. Hard work. Yep. Moving boulders.
Hard fuck.
I guess I get to choose which path to go down, yeah?
Yeah, left, center, or right.
Let's give center a go. Let's give it a shot.
All right, center square with Harvey Firestein.
What?
John got it.
Is that just celebrity squares? Hollywood squares?
Hollywood squares, yeah.
Whoopee.
Yes, Whoopi Goldberg was on there a lot too.
That was just Gunther being excited about progressing.
Whoopee.
All right, so you begin proceeding, and as you are walking down the pathway, I'll tell you what, make me a perception check.
Okie dokie. That's a 10.
As you are walking, you slowly begin hearing a sound. It almost sounds like the clinking of chains and a voice crying out in pain. And it's slowly getting louder and louder. And as you are walking down this passageway, it appears to fork to the left and to the right.
Uh-oh. You want to maybe hear where the clinking is coming from?
Yeah, can I figure out which direction is coming?
It seems like the sound is traveling down and coming from both of them, the same sound.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe this fork just goes around, it's just a big circle and it goes to the same place.
Like this? Wow.
Yeah,
just like
that. Left. Let's go left.
All right.
We've encountered chains before. They were white chains.
Right.
Yeah.
You take the left path, and after snaking around for a little bit, you come to what appears to be a cavernous underground cove flooded with seawater. There's natural rock walls and palm fronds and moss and a smattering of jagged rock sea stacks.
Now, is this the kind of water that I could swim through, or is this the kind of water that's going to make me burn and hurt and go ouchie?
It does not appear to be boiling, steamy water.
Okay. And does this lead to any place? Like it's just water in front of us and then it leads down? Okay.
I appreciate the questions. Thank you for asking.
Yeah.
You see, where you have come out, you're on a dock that appears to hug the western edge of this cove. And you realize that this looks very different from the catacombs you were just in. Across the cove on the eastern side, you see another wooden dock that also hugs the eastern edge of this cove. And in the middle between them is floating and sunken ship wreckage. To the north, you see what appears to be a menacing house-sized skull with one eye replaced by a sharp gemstone.
Ooh, got a real Goonies situation here. Yes, Natty?
That skull is across the cove where that other wooden dock is, past the wreckage.
The skull is to the northern end of the cove.
Yeah.
It appears like both of these docks kind of snake to the north towards the big skull.
Okay. And then there is a watery area in the middle with all the wreckage? Okay.
Correct. Between the two docks and south of the skull.
Does anybody have like Misty Step or like some sort of walk on water power? Like lily pads that they can shoot out so that Gunther can hippity hop?
I might be able to make something.
I'm interested. Otherwise, I'm going to be honest. The only thing I can think of is I put like all of you inside of Natty's ring and then I skip it like a skipping stone and we just kind of see how it goes.
Do we know how deep it is?
It's presumably deep, but I wouldn't say super deep since there's like ship wreckage. You can see like parts of ships are settled under the water, but parts of them are still protruding from the top. It's not deep enough for a ship, but it's deep enough to swim in. Is that narrow enough for you? Does that kind of answer your question?
Yeah.
I'm going to be so for real. I am like terrified that there's going to be like a big sea monster, you know?
I don't know if it's deep enough for there to be a monster no doubt.
Is there anything above the ship wreckage or the things?
Like in the ceiling?
Yeah, or like that could be used as like something to grab hold of to swing across.
Stalactites.
Oh, it's almost like a big cavern. So there is there is a ceiling with stalactites up there, but it is pretty high up since it is like a cavern.
Like how high?
Let's call it 70 feet.
Oh, it's high.
If I could throw you, and then you could, I don't know.
You could throw me.
Catch it with your tongue.
Oh, I have a question. The house-sized skull, does it have a door?
What I was about to say was, if you continue on this dock, it appears to lead you to this house-sized skull.
Yeah, as in the docks were just like a boardwalk to the skull.
Correct.
So we can just walk.
Natty goes, why don't we just walk right here on this little path made to walk to that skull?
No, throw me.
That seems to make it just a little too much sense, Natty.
Throw me now.
I let everyone win. We start walking, and I throw Gunther in front of us.
I was going to say, Tolv, give him a shot.
Yeah,
I picture
there it
Gunther
goes.
like Gimli in Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Toss me.
Toss me.
And you, sorry, one last question about the skull. You said like one of the eyes was a gem?
Correct.
Which one?
Its left eye, which when you're facing it is the one on the right.
Thank you. What kind of a gem?
It's just some kind of sharply cut gemstone.
Okay.
When you get a little closer, you might be able to see, but from here, it appears to be like maybe it's a sharp gemstone, roughly in the shape of an eye, since it's in the eye socket. It's encased in some kind of brass frame, and it seems like light beams are casting out of it to the south.
I know you made a Goonies reference. This is very Rescuers is what this is.
Oh.
Natty starts walking the boardwalk.
All right.
Same.
Same.
Well, I was thrown, right?
Yeah, I threw you.
Yeah.
Did you really throw him?
Oh, yeah, sure. Do you need the
Up
strength?
the docks, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Roll for throwing.
I'm going to give it to him.
Gunther wants to pull out, while he's flying through the air, he wants to pull out a sword and strike a cool pose.
There you go. Everybody clap. Wow, Gunther.
yeah,
Very good.
yeah.
This is so cool.
DC's patronizing.
The docks themselves seem to be planked walkways and they're dimly lit by lanterns. This route you're taking seems to feed into the skull.
And you said there was a door?
No, John asked if there was a door. I said that the walkway just kind of feeds into the skull. And as you get closer, you can see that the skull is a house-sized skull covered in moss and grime. This planked path you're walking on feeds directly into the side of the skull and seems to proceed to the north.
Past the skull?
Yeah, like the path leads you into the skull and beyond it.
Into the skull. So now we are in the skull housing and heading north.
I wouldn't put you there. I would say you're at that precipice. If you want to walk in and continue, that's up to you.
You know I want to go inside of this skull. I mean...
Well, point of order. We have a leader.
Doug?
It's still me, isn't it?
You can't just come across a giant skull and not go inside.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
But maybe one of you, if you have the ability to like check for traps or something like that.
We all do.
Could I check for traps?
Yes, you can.
Yeah, you can. Absolutely you can.
The look on Barbara's face as she realized she can do that.
For some reason, I thought it had to be like a special ability.
Some classes are more attuned to it and have better checks for it, but anyone can look.
I will check for traps.
Where are you looking what are you looking for exactly? Like what in your mind, what are these traps you're looking for?
I would say like I would kind of peek in, like I wouldn't step in, but I would look for anything on the ground that maybe looks uneven, like it could be like a stepping plate or anything like in the walls of the skull that maybe have like something sticking out.
Yeah.
I'm going to look for the sword of power to raise above my head and say, by the power of Grayskull, I have the power.
Nice.
Are we walking into the mouth? What hole are we looking at?
It would be like the cheeks.
Okay.
I rolled a 15 on my investigation.
Yeah, you do a pretty exhaustive search looking around, and you don't see anything that appears to be a trap. Nothing, no pressure plates, no tripwires, nothing of that sort.
Okay. Doug does that thing where he stays quiet, but he like motions forward with his two fingers.
Cool.
Into the skull.
As you're looking around, looking for these traps, you can tell that the skull is actually made of rock and not bone.
Whoa.
It's the same kind of jagged rock as like the sea stacks that are in the watery area out in front of it.
Did it look carved?
Yeah, potentially, yeah.
Or like a natural formation, yeah.
Natural forming skulls.
I will say, now that you're up close, and it's a good thing you're making this check, Doug. You're especially in tune with this. You recognize what the gemstone's doing.
What's it doing?
It's kind of like the eye caster you saw in the Seesaw at Fort Endridge.
Seesaw is the training place.
Yes. If you remember, at the very beginning, you went through like a simulated training.
So what's it simulating?
I think he was just explaining that.
Yeah, so it's like at the Seesaw in your training, it created like almost like a holodeck in Star Trek. Like it creates like a holographic experience that you then use to train.
Nerd.
John/Natty is asking, well, what's this doing? Once Doug points this out, Natty, your eyes follow it and follow these rays of lights that are casting out from it into the waters of the cove in front of you. And you see that out in the water, the light beams are casting visual and audible illusions of a safe patch of sea in the midst of a storm. But in fact, you know that there are rocks and ships wrecked here.
That's evil.
It's a trap.
That must be where the Ark of the Covenant is, yeah. No.
It's a trap for ships to crash.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Because they
Yeah.
thought it was safe, and then they go that way, and then not so safe.
Is there an opening in this cave that would allow for a ship to come in and crash?
Well, there's that cove of water between the two docks that we talked about,
Yeah.
but no entrance big enough for a ship beyond the skull, if that's your question.
Weird. Then how'd those ships get there?
Oh, I'm sorry. On the other side, yes, that leads out to the sea. To the south.
So
yeah.
So that would explain what the ship saw was a safe passage, and then they hid in, and it's a fly trap. It's a Venus flytrap.
How big is this room? I think I misjudged. It must be like a multiple football fields worth or something.
He said a cavernous cove.
Yeah, it's cavernous. It's huge. The ceilings are 70 foot high. The width across from the western and the eastern docks is probably over 100 feet. It's pretty big.
Cool.
How big is the eye physically? The jewel that's doing this illusion.
It's really big. If you had to guess, it would probably weigh a couple 100 pounds.
Yeah, skull's the size of a house. Imagine the eye scale.
It's pretty big.
Tove,
Yeah.
you ever heard of like Ironclad either doing something like this or talking about a legend of something like this or anything? Like, is there like a cursed cove or something? Or is this what he does?
Well, looking at my notes that I took in real life in the game in our universe, real world.
You can make a history check if you want.
You talk weird.
Yeah, okay. Oh my God, where's history?
It's
It's
alphabetical.
alphabetical order. I know, I should know this. 10.
I give him an inspiration dice.
I don't need, no, you don't need to do that.
I do it. Give him an inspiration dice.
It's his choice.
Okay, history check with advantage. That was a good use because I just got a 2. God.
You know, you win some, you lose some.
Oh, this is good. Oh yes, I remember this place. Yes, it's called the Cove of Lost Holes, like a ship hole, HULL, not the other kind of hole that your brain went to because it is in Jakarta, you know.
Wait, I can't tell if this is Blaine BSing or this is Tolv actually telling the truth.
This is Tolv receiving a message from the beyond.
Okay.
This is Tolv recalling his
This is
memories.
Tolv recalling. This is Tolv recalling.
Yeah. And I know from our experience at the Seesaw that thing is called, it's Thaumatech.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so this is something you've heard of.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if it's Ironclad's doing or not, but you know,
You would not believe this would be something of Ironclad's.
I don't think Ironclad is smart enough. He probably is. I'm just trying to insult him because he sucks so bad.
Should we cover up the eye so that people do not die?
Yeah, that or like totally steal this giant gem and try to resell it. That would be an option.
It is too big.
How big is it?
Giant.
God, how big?
We just went over
Yeah,
it.
several 100 pounds.
Okay, what if we shattered it?
In my head, I was stuck. You talked about reselling it, and I realized Endridge Bay is eBay, and I was making myself laugh in my head while you were talking.
That's so good.
It was very good.
Okay, how about then in that case, Tolv takes a whack with the Warhammer. It's still Tolv's turn, so I think that this would be something he'd want to do.
We're not an initiative.
No, I know, but you know, I'm just. They said, give us more story, Tolv. Don't just listen to the Gus. Tell stories with Gus.
Yeah, tell stories. How are you going to try to approach this? Are you going to climb like the outside of the skull, or are you going to try to go inside and then climb and go up there from the inside? Like, what's your approach here?
I'll climb from the outside of the skull.
Okay.
I have had experience climbing, being on ships with sails and things.
Yeah, same thing.
That is totally something someone would say who knew things about ships.
Yeah.
You sound like me talking about sports or cars.
I have played with balls and things on
They've
fields.
moved the ball successfully.
Yeah.
Yeah, you put your hands on the outside of the skull, begin finding a foothold, and as you do that, you start to hear grumbling voices approaching.
Oh.
And along with it, you hear like sparks and zaps. It seems to be coming from the north, from inside the skull. And it seems to be getting louder.
Captain Grumbles, did you learn how to throw your voice? That's that's impressive.
Very impressive. Wow.
He's got the shield.
Oh.
I wave at everybody to get their attention stealthily, and then I say, talking. I move my hand up and down, talking inside, and I point inside the skull.
Oh, okay. Can we sneak in?
Now he starts doing the chicken dance with the hands, making the little.
And the Tov shakes his hand vigorously.
As you all are signaling to each other, the voices suddenly stop for a moment. Finally, a voice breaks the silence and says,
think I heard something. It was over there.
Footsteps slowly march towards the party's position, getting closer and closer with every second. What will the party do? What's the source of the voices? Well, we're going to have to find out in the next episode of Tales from the Stinky Dragon. Thanks for listening, everyone.
Oh, my favorite, yes.
Not quite.
Karaoke.
Hey everyone, did you know you can help unleash the Infinites? There's 4 new radical shirt designs have just crash landed in the Stinky Dragon store. Bart, Gum, Kyborg, and Mud are bursting onto the scene with their own vibrant tees straight from their animated adventures. Choose your favorite or snag all 4 and become a legendary collector. Top off your look with the brand new embroidered Infinite's dad style ball cap. It's the ultimate power move. Don't miss out on this epic drop. Visit store.stinkydragonpod.com today and bring home the magic of the Infinites. New releases of Tales from the Stinky Dragon premiere every other Wednesday wherever you stream podcasts and on the Stinky Dragon YouTube channel. Want to listen to the show 48 hours early and ad-free? Become a patron at stinkydragonpod.com or become a member of Beacon at beacon.tv. Both memberships support the show and receive access to our exclusive series, Second Wind, and a member-only Discord for their respective platform. Become a patron and unlock exclusive bonus content, Stinky Dragon community events, our Discord server, and you can get your name shouted out. Just like Zarles, Hakon Logi Arneson, who's also Hakon_Logi_420. There's a lot of accent marks on that one. Sungi, VMC Viking, who's also Kirimaru_Viking, and Mari Schmid. These patrons directly support the show and get ad-free episodes, access to our patron-only Discord server, bonus content like Second Wind, Behind the Screen, and much more. In fact, here's a quick peek at a Tavern Tale one-shot available now, Journey to the Center of Gum-Gum's Mind. When Gum-Gum consumes a cursed soulstone, Bart, Kyborg, and Mud must journey deep into the illogical labyrinth of his mind to extract it before their friend becomes a vessel for pure evil.
You now stand in a vast chamber, its architecture eerily reminiscent of an American gladiator set.
Whoa.
The air hums as if the arena itself is alive.
Whoa! Stop there, my dudes!
There's a blur of yellow as a figure jumps from an elevated platform and does 30 backflips before sticking a perfect landing in front of the party, bow drawn pointed at your heads.
I see what's happening here.
It's technically an elf, slightly shorter than Kyborg. He has flowing long blonde hair and a huge upper body that's rippling with muscles, but his legs are tiny, completely disproportionate. Kind of like Johnny Bravo, if you remember that show.
Yeah. Man, I'm pretty.
So is this Gum-Gum's version of you, Kyborg?
I want to do the Predator handshake and say, what up, dude?
He high-fives you so quickly that he takes his hand off the arrow, high-fives you, and then grabs the arrow and pulls it back without it firing.
That was impressive.
Thank you.
But also defying the laws of gravity and stuff.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hello.
What's your name?
Oh, hi. I'm Kyborg.
You're Kyborg.
What's your name?
I am another version of Kyborg.
Oh, sick.
Okay, great. You're open to this. Oh, great.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to try to attack me, but no, we're like brothers.
Yeah. Do you want me to attack you?
No.
Okay.
Look, you guys seem super cool, especially you, Kyborg.
Thanks, Kyborg.
But I can't let you pass unless I know you're, like, cool enough.
What cool stunts do you want us to do, Kyborg?
If I told you, then it wouldn't be cool.
Okay.
I've heard so many stories like this. You have to challenge him to a competition.
Oh.
He can't resist that kind of thing.
I can't or he can't?
Yes.
Okay, got it.
Visit stinkydragonpod.com to show your support and make this show possible. A number of incredible voice actors lent their voice to the show, including Private Parts, voiced by Ben Ernst at Halcyon_Ben. This episode of Tales from the Stinking Dragon was produced by Ben Ernst, written, edited, and composed by Micah Reisinger, with additional editing work by Catherine Arnold and David Saunier. Tune in next time for another thrilling episode of Tales from the Stinky Dragon.
Doug Boone here on the ones and twos. I know I got a couple listeners listening in. Doug's on the ones and twos equals threes. You know, it's an interesting day today. You know, a lot of stuff's happening. We got some boiling water. We got some hair that we found belonging to Pancake. You know, it's just, we're on the case, is how I'd like to say it. But, you know, we're not making as much progress as Doug would want. But we're making moves. We had Natty turn into a ring somehow. I didn't know she could do that. It was pretty wild. We got Chris here doing a little dance on his camera. He's looking at me. He knows I'm doing this. Hey, welcome Gunther to the show. How are you today?
I'm very good.
Very good.
What's the show?
This is Doug's on the ones and twos equals threes. How's your afternoon going?
Oh, it is good. I like afternoons because they have the sun and it reminds me of home. But then I also like night. I like all the time.
Well, we love that positivity here on the Doug's on the ones and twos equals threes. So thank you so much for that addition. Oh, hello. Gus is back as well. He's been listening this whole time.
You know it. I'm always here.
It makes me feel like there's always someone watching.
Listen, no matter what, I'm your biggest fan, Doug. You've always got at least one listener out there, no matter what.
Wow, can we get a pew pew?
Pew pew.
Pew 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 pew.
Doug's got to work on his soundboard. Coming soon to a new episode.